Today, I made a decision I instantly regretted, and by the end of it, I was down $860. But what happened after that completely changed the way I'll trade forever. This video isn't about flexing profits, it's about showing you the real side of Forex, the kind nobody talks about. If you are ever taken a loss, doubted yourself, or felt that wave of regret, you are going to relate this. So, if you are someone who values honest trading content and you are tired of all the fake wins and perfect screenshots, hit that like button to help the algorithm show this to more real traders. And subscribe if you are serious about learning through every part of this journey, the wins and the wounds. Without wasting time, let us begin. So, today I took a trade at this point. No, it was at this point. I took a trade at this point, and the reason I took it, there was this resistance which was lying in between these two candles. If you can see this candle and this candle, there was a support at the top of it. You can see the body of the two candlesticks are equal, and if you see the body of two candlesticks which are equal, you just know that is a resistance in this case. So I took a trade at this point. These two candles, the top of it is flat, and that was a good resistance. So for most of you who know how I trade support and resistances, like I use support and resistance to determine my entries and my exits, that's why I decided to enter at this point. I drew a line at this point and I was waiting for it to get broken, and without wasting time, this long bullish candlestick came and broke it, and it is signaled to me that this resistance was broken. And in my previous video, I told you things that I used to determine a solid resistance. You can see this side, it was tested at this point, it was tested at this point. So it's a strong support, not support but resistance zone. It's a strong resistance zone, and immediately it was broken. I was waiting for a confirmation, and I was confirmed by this long bullish candlestick. After breaking this resistance, there was this long bullish candlestick which was formed later, and this signaled to me that bulls are in control, and I switched to lower time frame to C4. I was looking for entry confirmation. After checking, I decided to enter at this point because my confirmation was, after this resistance is broken, I have to see a long bullish candlestick to indicate that buyers are in control, and it closed with the blue candlestick to indicate that bulls are in control. So the moment I saw this candlestick closing in blue and above the previous resistance, I knew that this was my entry, and I took this trade at this point. I entered at this point. It was 3340.064. that's why I entered this trade, and I entered my long at this place and placed my stop loss 50 pips below it. 50 pips. This is, you can measure pips by using this. You can measure pips using this price range. So you determine 50 pips. That was it. So that was my stop loss, and I targeted a risk reward ratio of 1:2. So my take profit was 100 pips. That was my take profit. For those of you who don't know how to use or how to count pips automatically, you can use this tool called price range. It can help you to determine where to put your take profit, where to put your target profit and stop loss. So after, let me delete this price range tool. So after that, after placing that trade, what happened, it only bought for about 23 pips. It bought for about 23 pips, because this is to 30, you divide by 10, that is the number of pips, or you take this 2.3 times 10 and get the number of pips, that is 23 pips. Then after buying it, it only bought for 23 pips. Then what happened? Boom, the price reversed all the way, hitting my stop loss. So what I could have done, I entered this trade blindly, and I think what I could have done, since it was let me delete all these drawings. Since it was an uptrend, this is why I took the trade. Since it was an uptrend, what I could have done to enter this trade in a more precise way, I could have used a Fibonacci retracement tool, and in my previous video I taught you how to use it. So I could have picked this, pull it from this end, because this was the lowest low, because before this BOS, or rather break of structure. So I could have picked my Fibonacci tool, drag it from the lowest point to the highest point. That was the highest point. In my previous video I explained about how to use this Fibonacci retracement tool. So you pull it from the lowest point, this is the lowest point, to highest point, this is the highest point of an uptrend market. You see, this is an uptrend market. So where would I have entered to make this trade more perfect? In my previous video I told you that 61.8% is the golden region. If you take your trades at the 61.8%, you will always win your trade 75%. And see what happened. After placing this Fibonacci tool, I could have waited for it to come up to either 50 or 61.8. If you are patient enough, you can wait for the 61.80 part to be touched. And if I could be patient enough, I could have waited for it to come to 61.8 and then put my trade. I could have placed my trade. I usually risk 50 pips on gold, so I could have put my trade at 50 pips. That is 50 pips. That is where my stop loss would have been. Then I usually target 100 pips, a risk reward ratio of 1:2 of 100 pips. See what happened. See what happened. The magic just happened. My entry, and it went all the way to hit my target. So guys, next time I will be more cautious, because I just entered this trade blindly and it costed me that money, of which I would have evaded. So next time, kindly use this Fibonacci retracement tool to get the perfect entries. And thank you for watching till this point. Kindly leave a comment below so that I can see the issue you are having using this Fibonacci retracement tool. Thank you. Till next time. Goodbye.